Just picked this one up 4 or 5 days ago. 1994 Land Cruiser FJ80, 230,000 miles, triple locked. It does have the 4.5 inline six, 1FZFE motor. So far, I'm really impressed with this vehicle. I finally got it plated and insured and all that. So I took it on its maiden voyage rather. And I knew it would do good, but I came from way over there. That is actually pointing east, right about there. I came from way over there. So it's doing really good. I climbed some stuff back down here coming up this switchback that was pretty crazy, and it handled it really well, and I didn't even have it locked or anything. So with that being said, I'm really impressed with this thing. I don't feel bad about off-roading it. You know, it's a 94, higher mileage, paint fade. It's been used, so I don't really feel bad about getting it out here, getting some seat time with this thing, because I've always wanted one of these. This is my first 80 series, so I've never really got to feel for them, but I've definitely heard and saw these for sale with 400, 500,000 miles still running great. So that's definitely what I'm after with any vehicle. Reliability. I don't want to be stranded out here. That would suck. So anyway, he just put brand new tires on it. Michelin LTXs, my favorite tires. So I'm good there. I don't got to worry about that. Like I said, some paint fade, a little bit of corrosion down there on the rocker panel and a little bit back here. Nothing detrimental. I mean, this thing is just cool. Just has a very classic old school look to it that you just don't see. Well, you still see this. It's like they're bringing that back now, 4Runners and Land Cruisers and all that. You can buy a package, the TRD package, that pretty much looks exactly like that Land Cruiser front end. Otherwise, little dent here. Could probably pop that out. Somebody talked to me about vinyl wrapping it. Would entertain that if it could be close to the same color it is now. Interior, again, first 80 series Land Cruiser. So my thoughts right away is the quality. It's actually more overbuilt. You know, what can you damage over here on the LX 570? I'd be worried about scratching that leather and all that. Seats are in excellent condition. I think the bottoms were replaced at some point. Got the original floor mats, original CD player. All of that works. Ashtray, cup holders. Like I said, I did use all of the functions earlier though for off-roading, 4Low, lockers, all of that. It's crazy how this thing is just like a tank. Headliner's in great shape. No complaints on the interior. They took really nice care of it. They're exactly the type of people I love buying a vehicle from. Got some snowshoes and some other things in here. Might do some snowshoeing depending on if I can make it up that far. Probably got another 1,000 feet or so till good snow, but clean. They took really nice care of it. And what I love, always will say this, is the split rear end here. Just love having this to sit on, and it's crazy. They still do this in the same, do that in the same style in the newer ones. Really cool engineering back here. And you know, even on my 2019, I was digging leaves and pine needles all the time, and there's nothing around here. So they took really good care of it. In my opinion, I couldn't have found a better example for the price I paid, which I got a pretty good deal. $230,000 400 exactly. Oil pressure is really good when you're driving. 3/4 of the way up. AC works, everything works. So this is, I have it in power mode, and you can really tell a difference with that. It used to have the radio antenna, the automatic antenna, but he said that got broke off long ago. Yeah, just a very rugged feel, but this motor is extremely quiet. I've never had a motor that had over 200,000 miles like this. You can barely even hear it running when you're sitting on the inside. Quality, again, I mean, you'd have to really mess around over here to damage anything. I mean, I could probably kick that off, but it'd take 2-3 tries. It has a nice strip of chrome right there. I think that's really cool. The LX 450 models, they have a piece of wood grain and some more of that chrome. I would love to hunt down the wood grain package for this one and swap in those door cards. And I think there's a bezel in here somewhere. But of course, Lexus is always a notch higher than the Land Cruiser with the LX. I believe they started that in '94 as well. So we got the 1FZ-FE 4.5 liter inline 6 motor. I believe that this was the first year of this particular 4.5 variant, this motor. This thing is quiet, and smooth, and it's big. This is a big motor. There's no way you're changing that cylinder head by yourself. You're gonna need 2 guys, most definitely. 2 belts, just in case you break one. It's got another one for you. It's actually got 3 belts for some other accessories, but those 2 right there are your main belts. So say one breaks or frays and breaks off, you got another one back there. Got a cover around the battery, seal it all in. Everything is just rock hard, and the quality of everything is just amazing. Like any Land Cruiser, but from my understanding, I don't know a lot about these. This was one of the last extremely overbuilt Land Cruisers. I think that this inline 6 motor was only used in the Land Cruisers. I could be wrong on that, but it goes to show this motor was built for it, and it's extremely reliable motor and smooth. Really underpowered, but it'll get you there. So yeah, quality is all the same. You know, everything has its place. You know, you got your spark plug wire separators, just everything has its place, and it's ran with clips and brackets holding everything in place, so it doesn't fray and chafe on any other thing. You know, the little extra foam that they put around there, from there to there, to keep that from fraying on the top of that brake booster. You know, just the touches around the motor really make it extremely reliable. It just nice to look at. I mean, you could poke around this engine bay all day and just find awesome little things about it. You know, the exhaust manifold has a heat shield on it, and you know, everything just has its place, and it's very, you know, spark plugs, very easy to do. They're all right here under that cover leading back to the rear of the motor there. You know, air filter is right there, water pumps down there, alternators that, you know, everything is right at the front of the motor and very easy to access. So, you know, what makes a Land Cruiser is if it breaks down, you can repair it, but highly doubt that this thing's going to break down. So yeah, I plan on keeping this one for a while. I really like it. It's plated and insured. Don't plan on selling it anytime soon. I don't really put a lot of miles on vehicles anymore, so this one will probably get a couple 100 miles a month. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Maybe I'll do some updated videos of the off-roading I did today, that I got on my GoPro. But I'll keep in mind another video on this one as I think about what to do with it and where to go with it. But so far, I'm really liking this thing. See where it takes me.